Oh, don't lag. I'm actually not in the mood. There's too hot to rant. Are we live for starters? We are. We're live. It's fine. Yes, guys, welcome back to another stream. And today we are live for not one, but two games in Serie A. I mean, pretty much most of the games are happening tonight. The only game that isn't on tonight was the game that happened yesterday, which saw Atalanta win 3-2 away at Genoa. But tonight, I mean, all the games, probably apart from one game, which is Verona against let me turn the speed down. There you go, that's better. Okay, maybe that's a bit too slow. No, it is, that's better. But yeah, I mean, most of the games tonight, apart from one game, do mean something. I mean, this season in Serie A, it's been absolutely nuts. We got the title is going down to the wire, Champions League, European races going down to the wire, relegation battles, survivals going down to the wire. Everything is to play for with two games to go. And I mean, it's so exciting. For the neutral, it is just so exciting. Everything to play for, and it is great. Of course, the main two games are here: Inter Milan against Lazio, Parma against Napoli. Big games in the title race. Of course, big games as well for both Lazio and for Parma. Of course, Lazio in that Champions League race with Juventus, Roma, Bologna, AC Milan, and Fiorentina. If they can get a win tonight, Lazio would be absolutely massive for them, of course. As for Parma, they're down at the other end. They are still fighting to stay up. I think if Parma get a win tonight or even a draw, the results go their way, Parma might confirm their Serie A status tonight. Obviously, it does depend on other results. But yeah, and but I mean, obviously, of course, looking just look. God, I can't get my words out. But just looking at the games in general, of course, we got Cagliari at home to Venezia. Cagliari, I mean, they can still mathematically go down, but I don't think they will. Venezia, they need to win that game tonight because I don't think they've got an easy last game. I think they've got Juventus, Venezia, so they really need to win that game tonight. Big game in the Champions League race, Fiorentina at home to Bologna. That is a massive game. Probably the only game that doesn't really mean anything, really. Hellas Verona against Como. I mean, Como on a mad run of form at the moment. Juventus, they are currently in fourth, so they're in pole position to qualify for the Champions League. They have Udinese at home tonight. Massive game for Lecce at home to Torino. Already relegated. Monza take on Empoli. Massive game for Empoli. Empoli got to win that game if they can. And then, of course, Roma at home to AC Milan. Big game in the race for Europe there. Roma looking to get into the Champions League. If AC Milan can get a win tonight and other results go in their favour, maybe there is a possibility that AC Milan could get into the Champions League. Because literally a few weeks ago, everyone was writing AC Milan off. But now they're back in the race. So yeah, it is just absolutely mind-blowing how just everything is on the line. How everything is just on the line. But of course, the main topic really is the title race. Inter and Napoli have been going at it for pretty much 38 games. It's been twists and turns. And yeah, I mean, it is just absolutely brilliant to see. Obviously, Napoli are top of the table. They are 1 point clear of Inter. And of course, Napoli can actually win the league tonight. There are actually a few permutations that can happen. And one of them is Napoli winning the league. Napoli can get the job done. They can lift that Scudetto trophy tonight if they win. I think this is the only way it can happen. So if Napoli win today against Parma and Inter lose to Lazio, Napoli have won the league. Elsewhere, Empoli can be relegated if they lose and Venezia and Parma win. A draw followed by both Venezia and Parma winning will also send them down. However, if Empoli lose, but Venezia lose or draw, it'll go down to the final day. Lecce can also go down if they lose and Venezia and Parma win. A draw followed by whether Venezia and Parma win will also down. If Lecce lose and Venezia draws, it goes down the final day. But man, this is just what we love. This is everything. You've got everything in the league pretty much going down to the last title, Europe, relegation. This is what we love. I wish the Premier League was like Serie A because it is absolutely mind blowing. It's generally crazy, but it's generally crazy what is going on in this league. It's so good to watch. I mean, just the Serie A just never disappoints. If you've never watched Serie A before, watch it. It is genuinely worth it. It's so worth it because the league is just absolutely incredible. It is such a good league to watch, and I really recommend watching the league. I really do. But yeah, anyway, the players are walking out now. Of course, I've got Lazio on the telly. Oh shit, Lazio on the telly. But yeah, Lazio on the telly. Parma on my phone. And yeah, I'll start commentating in just a second. I might as well do it now, to be fair. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to San Siro here in Milan, where this season in Serie A has just been absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. Everything pretty much is going down to the final day. Of course, Inter Milan in the title race, Lazio in the Champions League race. It is a massive game for both sides. Of course, Napoli can clinch the league tonight if Inter lose and Napoli win away at Parma. But I mean, this season has been absolutely crazy. Of course, the Parma Napoli game, the players walking on that game as well. Of course, I'm just going to try to keep everything up to date because I'm so excited for tonight because everything could be absolutely massive. But yeah. So, of course, we'll quickly run through the team news. Inter Milan won 2-0 away at Torino last week in the very rainy Turin. It's Jan Sommer in goal, Bisek, Acerbi, and Bastoni in the defence, Dumfries, Barella, Calhanoglu, Mkhitaryan, and Di Marco in midfield. And it is Marcus Thuram and Mehdi Taremi who is up front. So no Martinez tonight. I think he's injured, Martinez. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, he is. Martinez is injured. And so there's who scored that winning goal in the semi-final against Barcelona. As for Lazio, they drew 1-1 with Juventus last week. It is Mandaz in goal, Marusic, Gila, Romagnoli, and Nuno Tavares in the defence. Guendouzi alongside Rovella, Isaacson, Vicino, and Dia, and Valentin Catalanos is up front. So, of course, there is no Provedel in goal again for Lazio. And of course, we might as well run through teams and Napoli's game as well. Napoli away at Parma tonight. Of course, Parma have got Suzuki in goal, Baloga, Leone, and Ciccardi in the defence. Prato, Srom, Chiesa, Germani, and Valeri in midfield. And it is Boni and Pellegrino in the front two for Parma. For Napoli, Alex Merritt in goal, Di Lorenzo, Romani, Oliveira, and Spinazzola in the defence. Politano, Ongisa, Billy Gilmore, and Scott McTominay, who I think if Napoli win the league, I think that Gilmore and McTominay will be like the first Scottish internationals to win the league in like, I can't remember who the last person was to do it. And of course, up front, Raspadori is alongside Romelu Lukaku. And of course, we are ready to get underway at the San Siro. It will be Marcus Thuram, it looks like, to get us underway. Inter need to win. A draw wouldn't be too bad, but it does depend how Napoli get on at Parma. But Inter just cannot lose. Inter lose, it gives Napoli the chance to win the league tonight. And of course, the atmosphere is absolutely rocking inside the San Siro. Atmosphere is brilliant as well at the Tardini, the home of Parma. And of course, Inter as well it's a massive few weeks for them. Of course, they got the end of the season looking to reclaim the Scudetto, and of course, they have got the Champions League final in a few weeks against PSG at the Allianz Arena. And of course, the players just kicking the ball around. I think we're just waiting for this game and the Parma game to kick off at the same time. I don't know. I think it's a real rule that all the games have to kick off at the same time, like the exact same time. I don't know why it's a rule, but that's what it is. Of course, Lazio are looking to win at the San Siro against the Nerazzurri for the first time since 2019. 6 years it's been since Lazio came to the San Siro against Inter and won a game. And of course, in the Parma game, the players as well just passing the ball around at the moment. Tell you what, by the way, Scott McTominay, what an introduction he has been this season for Napoli. Generally, absolutely unbelievable player. Generally, unbelievable. I think I'm lagging. I might just get rid of, do I get rid of this? Did I get rid of the banner? Because the problem is, I think the banner makes it laggy. It's really annoying. I don't know. Because literally, I'm lagging. Look, I'm like, this is like I'm second behind. I'm getting rid of this banner. It's just not working. It's just lagging. It's really annoying. I'll just keep it. What's going on? And here we are. We are underway at San Siro. So, of course, the game underway here at San Siro. Just about to get underway in a minute at Parma. I mean, if I am on my phone, so it will be a little bit behind. But mate, I'm so excited because I've got rid of that banner. It's not working. It's a lot better now. So yeah. Here come into early on. Barella. Okay, we are off at the Tardini. Parma versus Napoli is underway. And of course, we'll keep an eye as well on all the other games tonight. Like I said, those other games: Cagliari, Venezia, Fiorentina, Bologna, Verona, Como, which nothing, Juventus, Udinese, Lecce, Torino, Monza, Empoli, and Roma against AC Milan. Good start here from Inter. Mkhitaryan. Here's Federico Di Marco. Taremi there. It's good defending by Gila for Lazio. So of course, the game has just kicked off now. at Parma. I mean, there's no scoreboard, which I don't know what's happened there. Come on, TNT, sort it out. And of course, there is Simeone, Inzaghi, looking to win back-to-back Scudettos, and I'm assuming the last team to do that was probably Juventus, because Juventus before Serie A actually got a bit interesting. They just used to win it back-to-back. Juve were just dominating it, but yeah. I mean, it says on FotMob it's 2 minutes in Parma, so it's probably about a minute behind, so it's about probably a minute something in. I'm trying to focus on 2 games at once. Here's Bissek. Of course, as well. Well done, Parma in here. Oh, the flag's up anyway. Flag up there in the Parma game. Oh, damn, and first goal already in one of the other games as Gianluca Mancini, inside 3 minutes, has given Roma the lead against AC Milan. That's a big goal in the race for Champions League football. So when FotMob updates the thing, I'll check the table in a second. So big goal there. Roma 1, AC Milan 0. Mancini inside 3 minutes. So big goal there. Because there is Marco Brunoni, who's really impressed me. Because I thought Lazio would struggle this season. I haven't really heard of Brunoni before he came in, to be honest. Here come Napoli. Oh, that's been fouled. Tell you what, as well, Parma have actually done quite well against the big teams this season. I mean, they actually could go 1-0 up here, Parma. They could actually score here. Bonnie's in. Bonnie's going to shoot. Oh, good save from Alex Merritt. Oh, here we go. So that's updated now. Oh, shit. Didn't mean to do that. So Roma have scored. Let's check the table. And that goal for Roma. So Roma are up to 4th. Juventus down to 5th. Lazio down to 6th. Bologna 7th. Fiorentina 8th. And AC Milan are 9th. So it's now 6 points between Roma and Milan and Fiorentina. So that goal has not done Milan and Fiorentina any favours. So big goal for Roma. They're up to 4th going into the final day. I think Roma have got... Who have Roma got on the final day? Look, who have they got? I can't remember. Torino away. I mean, you're probably excited. Napoli have got a corner. Oh, what's happening here then? So the ball reset back with Sommer for Inter. Here's Bissek. Anyway, let's have a look at his corner. See what happens here. Napoli got a corner. Ooh, not a bad clearance, to be fair. Barella. And Inter have won a throw-in. Raspadori on the break here for Napoli. Oh my god, that's brilliant from Raspadori. That's not a bad ball in either. A good claim from Suzuki for Parma. And now it's Inter on the charging. The referee, I think, eventually gives a free kick Lazio's way from the foul from Marcus Thuram on Gila. Mandas. Of course, Lazio in their yellow away shirt tonight. Thuram, this is nice football being played by Inter. Guendouzi looks to clear it away. And he has been fouled, and the referee gives a free kick to Lazio. And of course, going into the final day, by the way, I did see something that the final day might be played on Thursday, which is quite good, to be fair, because next Sunday is not. It's next Sunday is the last day of Serie A, but it's also the last day of the Premier League as well. So if I remember last year, they split it into different days. Oh my god, that's a really good chance for Parma. Here come in services. Nice, I should say Lazio actually. Buladia. Right, no fouls given. Internet to break forward. Poor pass there from Turan. Guendouzi picks it up. Catalanios. Throwing given to Lazio. Good defending there from Bisek. Over 2 legs against Barcelona in the Champions League final. Rovella back here now with Romagnoli. Still 0-0 the other game between Parma and Napoli, but Parma, no, sorry, not Parma, Napoli are on the counter-attack as I speak actually, but so are Lazio as well. Parma being quite defensive at the moment, I have to say. Oh, good claim there from Suzuki for Balama. And now Lazio look to try and break forward with Nuno Tavares, who is on loan from Arsenal. To be fair, Nuno Tavares has had a very good season at Lazio. So if I'm Baroni, I'm trying to get him on a permanent because there's absolutely no way he's going to get any minutes at Arsenal. Not a chance. To be fair, I think he went on loan to Nottingham Forest as well, but I think he barely played. But he's been really good this season. Tavares at Lazio. I've been really impressed. Of course, like I said, Inter do have the Champions League final in a few weeks. They are facing off against Paris Saint-Germain at the Allianz Arena. So, of course, it could be a potential double this season. Because they could have won the treble, Inter, because their treble hopes were ended by Milan. Well, obviously, Milan beat them in the semi-final second leg of the Coppa Italia. I think it was 1 in the first leg, and AC Milan, I think, won 3-0 in the second. Still no goals. Well, the only goal so far from the Stadio Olimpico as Gianluca Mancini inside 3 minutes, giving Roma the lead against AC Milan. That's weird though. They should have just put the Verona game on Saturday as well, because that game generally means nothing. Well, Bastoni's gone down, and the free kick goes Inter's way. Parma have got a free kick at the moment. There's still no scoreboard, by the way. What's going on, TNT Sports? So this could be a really big moment here. Parma have the chance to go 1-0 up from this free kick. And they'll be massive in their chances of staying up. It's 27. Oh, straight at the wall. Poor free kick there from Parma. And that's straight at Alex Mera. Here come Inter, and that's straight at Mandas. Here is Guendouzi on the ball for Lazio at the moment. Guendouzi. Now it's out wide to Tavares. But the last touch off Bisek, throw-in for Lazio. Of course, there is Lautaro Martinez in the stand tonight. Of course, Martinez is injured. He has a thigh injury, so it'll be big questions if he'll make it back for the Champions League final, because a player like Martinez, Inter, really do need him, and Politano's had a shot saved by Suzuki. Oh, and another goal has gone in as Cagliari have taken the lead against Venezia. That's a big goal for Cagliari, who, I mean, they can still go down, but that goal now probably is a big goal in their chances of staying up. But big goal for Venezia to concede, because Venezia do not have an easy final game, as they have to take on Juventus, who obviously are fighting Juventus to go into the Champions League. So not a goal deal for Venezia to concede. Bulladia, really nice play. I think he's still on loan from Salernitana. I don't know. I think the only player I know from Cagliari is Yerry Mina. So I remember watching Cagliari against Inter. I think Mina was playing. Here's Çalhanoğlu for Inter. Here's Dumfries. Takes a bit of a deflection, but it's an easy claim for Mandas. Here we go. Let's double check the table now. And also as well, that goal, another goal's gone in as well. Fiorentina have taken the lead against Bologna. That's a big goal in the Champions League race. But that goal for Cagliari, Venezia have now dropped into the bottom three. So Lecce fans will be over the moon with that. So Lecce up to 17th, Venezia down into 18th. So that's not good news for Venezia. Here we go, Fiorentina's goals. Go on in, let's have a look. That goal for Fiorentina. There we go, tells updated now. So that goal for Fiorentina takes them up to 7th. 4 points behind, which I don't think's enough. I think the only chance of Fiorentina and Milan, I think they need like Roma and Juve to not, like all those teams who are up there, they need those teams to lose. I mean, Fiorentina being Bologna, which is good for them, but then they probably need Udinese to do a little bit of a favour, and they probably need Milan to, I don't know, maybe draw at least, or Milan to win. I don't really know. Excuse me, I just farted. It's disgusting. How did Barca get on? Yeah, Barca fit. Barcelona lost to the Cheese. They literally did win the league the other day. And any Chelsea fans watching, by the way, Real Betis are losing 4-1 to Atletico Madrid. Of course, Chelsea have got Real Betis in the Conference League final. Mandas switches to play to Tavares. Not been a bad start from Lazio, to be honest with you. Tavares gets the ball again, plays it down the line over the top towards Bulladia, who cannot keep it in play, and there will be a Inter throw-in. Of course, by the way, it's actually quite mad. If Inter and Lazio both are level on points, it's really weird in Italy, yeah. Surely, yeah, if both teams are level on points, you go, oh, surely the team that has a better goal difference wins the league, right? That doesn't work in Serie A. If Inter and Napoli are both tied on the same points, there's going to be a playoff game to decide who wins the league. How mad is that? A playoff game to win the league? That is crazy. Parma's 16th as it stands. Jeez. I think Napoli have got Genoa. No, not Genoa. They played them last week. I think Napoli have got Cagliari on the last day. And obviously, I know Inter are away at Como, which is not an easy game at all, by the way. Como are they finally put a scoreboard up now. But yeah, Como will not be an easy game because they're really good. They are cooking at the moment, Como. I think they're 10th now in the top half. And like the teams above them, I should say, like the big boys, Fiorentina, Milan, Bologna, and all that. Oh, Lazio giving it away. Mkhitaryan puts it in, cleared away by Romagnoli for Lazio. And now it's Saxon that's won back quickly for Inter. Bisek back to Jan Sommer. Haven't really created much so far in this game, Inter. And of course as well, Francesco Cherby is playing tonight. Well done, chance for Napoli. Oh my god. What's he doing there? Why is he don't know what's going on there. Nuno Tavares. I've mentioned his name a lot so far in this game. Dia. Tavares. He's done really well there, Tavares. Switches to play. Oh, this is beautiful football from Lazio. And Gustav Saxon is charging forward here. Trying to play it into Vecino. But it's won back by DiMarco. Now it's with Alessandro Bastoni. Bastoni. Into the feet of Barella. Barella charging forward. He's got DiMarco to his left. He uses the Italian wing back. Just about keeps it in play. DiMarco back to Bastoni. Bisek. Of course, just a reminder, by the way, Napoli can win the league tonight. A victory for Napoli away at Parma. Inter lose here to Lazio. It means Napoli will win the league. Of course, as well, like I said earlier, Lecce and Empoli, I think, can both be relegated. But it's probably quite unlikely. Barella cleared away by Tavares, and they can't be kept in play by Castellanos. He's been struggling on form recently, Castellanos. I remember I kept saying it, he was on fire, he was doing brilliant, but he's kind of dropped off recently. It's not been a bad game so far. I think Lazio and Inter both played well. I mean, from what I've seen in the Napoli game, Napoli have definitely had a lot of chances. But like I was saying earlier, Parma have actually done quite well against the big teams this season. Obviously, I think they beat AC Milan on the first game, beat Juventus. I think drew with Fiorentina. They've done well against the big teams this season, Parma. So free kick for Inter. 20 minutes in, Inter Milan 0, Lazio 0 at San Siro. Looks like it's going to be the left foot of DiMarco to swing it in. It is the left foot of DiMarco. Punched away by Mandaz. Now it's with Barella for Inter. Barella swings it back into the box. Kept in play by Barella, but he's giving it away, or maybe he hasn't, because I don't think DiMarco kept it in play, as the referee is now giving a goal kick to Lazio. Tavares, Dia, Tavares. Lazio lose the ball. Dumfries finds Marcus Thuram. This is looking promising for Inter. Barella finds Dumfries. Now it's Mkhitaryan. Çalhanoğlu loses the ball. And now Lazio look to punish. But it's dealt with by Bastoni. I mean, he is an absolute brick wall of a centre half. Bastoni, I mean, He's up there as one of the best centre backs in Europe. He's absolutely quality. Here's Jan Bissek. Bissek still going here. Hacked down by Tavares. Referee doesn't give anything. Of course, still 0-0 in the other games. Of course, elsewhere, Cagliari 1-0 up at home against Venezia. Fiorentina 1-0 up at home against Bologna. 0-0 between Verona and Como. Of course, here at San Siro, goalless between Inter and Lazio, or will it stay 0-0 because Lazio are on the break at the minute. It's looking promising, but Inter win it back quite quickly. 0-0 Juventus, Udinese, 0-0 Lecce, Torino, 0-0 Monza Empoli, 0-0 in the other game, Parma Napoli, and Roma winning 1-0 against AC Milan at the Stadio Olimpico. They are kind of struggling to create some chances at the minute. It's good defending again by Bastoni to deny Saxon. DiMarco on the ball now for Inter. Back with Bastoni. Mkhitaryan. Oh, it's a good ball there into Taremi. Still alive here. Lazio win it back. Not for long though, as well, the shot takes a deflection, comes out to Dumfries, who I think's onside, puts it into the box, and it's collected by Mandaz. Here they come Napoli. Di Lorenzo. Barella, 2 men down at the moment. DiMarco. Romagnoli is down at the minute for Lazio, and so is Marcus Thuram for Inter. And the referee has now stopped play. I mean, what a stadium San Siro is. Brilliant stadium. Hold on. Here's Bisek. Oh, and Thuram going for the acrobatic, but it didn't pay off well. Got a massive itch on my nose. Here's Sommer for Inter. Of course, just to remind you, of course, Inter go to Como on the last day of the season. Napoli are at home to Cagliari, I think. I can pretty much tell you all the last fixtures. So, of course, I mean, looking at the final day, of course, Parma, they go to Atalanta, Bologna at home to Genoa. Like I said, Inter go to Como, Empoli at home to Verona, Lazio at home to Lecce, AC Milan at home to Monza, Napoli at home to Cagliari, Roma go to Torino, Fiorentina go to Udinese, and Juve go to Venezia. So, yeah, those are the games to finish off the season. Some big games, just like tonight as well. Some big games affecting all ends of the table. And there has been a goal in the game that doesn't really mean a lot. And I was saying earlier how well Como have been doing recently. And I said in the video as well, can they keep up their winning streak? Well, Como have just gone 1-0 up against Verona. Good save there from Mandas to deny DiMarco. DiMarco looking promising here for Inter. Marcus Thuram finds Denzel Dumfries. All Monza being Empoli. Bloody hell. Thuram crossed in by Çalhanoğlu. That's a big goal, that. Monza beating Empoli. Ooh. Oh, here come Napoli. Cleared away by Romagnoli. Catalanos chasing. But it is one back by Buladia. Now it's with Castellanos for Lazio. Guendouzi. Saxon, not great chance for Parma, by the way. Saxon puts it into the box. Away by Bisek. Thuram. Wait, 29. Yeah, so as things stands, Parma are safe at the moment. As things stands, Parma are safe. They will not be getting relegated as it stands. Oh, they have got a game then next Sunday in the Prem and on TNT. I was saying it with Cody earlier that they'll probably have a game, and they do. Give him fucking Liverpool. Here to Jan Bissek for Inter. Out wide to Dumfries. Surely if... I kind of hope they do it on the Thursday now. I kind of hope they put Serie A last day on the Thursday. Not going to lie. Cleared away again by Romagnoli, and it can't be kept in play by Valentin Catalanos. Barella. Acerbi. Here's Acerbi again, the former Lazio man, of course, Francesco Acerbi. Spent quite a long time at Lazio before moving to Inter. Barella. Here's Hakan Çalhanoğlu. I think both sides, both teams defensively are good as a lot, but Inter have definitely been more attacking than Lazio have. And a good chance there, but it's put behind by Isaacson. It will be an Inter corner. But like I said, Inter have definitely been more attacking. Lazio defensively have been quite good. I mean, here come Napoli as we speak. Oh my God! Ongisa's just hit the post. That would have been a brilliant goal as well. And that's probably the best chance of the game. Ongisa nearly firing Napoli into the lead. Here we go, corner for Inter. Not a bad corner. Barella. Inter just searching for that goal at the minute. But like I said, Lazio defensively have been really good so far. Bastoni puts it into the box. Away by Romagnoli. And properly cleared away by Vecino for Lazio. Of course, the title race going down to the last day of the season as it stands. I mean, everything's going down to the final day at the minute. Of course, you've got Napoli and Inter fighting it out for Champions League. Roma, Juventus, Lazio, and Fiorentina. Well, not Fiorentina though, because they're missing out at the minute. And Bologna as well. Wait, 6-2, 3, 4, 6, 5. Yeah, that's crazy. So as it stands, because that goal for Roma early on, as it stands, Fiorentina can't get Champions League. Bologna can't get Champions League. AC Milan can't get Champions League. So that's not good for those three teams. So as it stands, it's a three-horse race between Roma, Juventus, and Lazio for Champions League. I mean, Fiorentina and Bologna can get like Europa League maybe. Milan, as it stands, can't get Europe in general, which is mad to be fair. And of course, I mean, down at the bottom, you got, I mean, as it stands, Parma is safe, Verona is safe. So it's just between, as it stands, Lecce, Venezia, and Empoli to find out who stays up. Of course, I think Serie B ended a few days ago. Of course, by the way, congratulations to Sassuolo and Pisa on their promotion. I'm not sure who's got who in the Serie B playoffs. I'll find out in a minute. In goes the throw in from Dumfries. Let's have a look. Serie B. Oh shit! The playoffs already started. The playoffs have already started in Serie. Oh, Lazio have got a free kick and Mkhitaryan's not happy. Here we go. Apparently, the playoffs have already started. Apparently, so let's have a look. Here we are. Look. Oh yeah, yeah. So as it stands, yeah. Look, Juve's. Yeah, shit. So the playoffs already started. Oh, they started yesterday actually. Preliminary round playoff. Catanzaro beat Cesena 1-0. Juve Stabia beat Palermo. Oh, for God's sake, would have loved Palermo in Serie A. And then the semi-final first legs. Juve Stabia at home to Cremonense and Catanzaro at home to Spezia. Oh, I don't want Cremonense or Spezia. I think they've been. Mate, give us Juve Stabia or Catanzaro because Cremonense and Spezia have already been in the league before. It's a bit boring. Oh, yellow card for Çalhanoğlu there. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah. Terrible tackle there on Rovella. He's a good player as well. On his day, is it Nicola Rovella, I think his first name? Rovella, by the way, is an absolute gem of a player. That's a shame as well, by the way. I don't know if you guys have heard about it, but obviously Sampdoria, mate, they're Sampdoria in the third division of Italian football. Mate, what on earth has happened to Sampdoria? All big goal. I'll tell you about it in a second. As Lazio have a free kick. I mean, it misses everyone. And I think, I don't know what's happened there, but someone else gone down. But a big goal has been scored at the Stadio Olimpico. I was saying earlier that as it stands, Milan, Bologna, and Fiorentina cannot get Champions League. But AC Milan have equalised at the Stadio Olimpico. It's 1-1 with 5 minutes till the break. They've had a red card as well. Santiago Jimenez got sent off. But yeah, Joao Felix has just equalised for AC Milan. So I'll check in a second. Let's have a look now. So that goal means that Juventus are back up to fourth. 5. So that goal now has put Fiorentina and Bologna back in the equation. Milan still can't get Champions League. The best they can get is Europa League. So if AC Milan score again at the Olimpico, that means they'll be back in it. But that goal from Milan has really helped out Fiorentina and Bologna, who are actually both playing each other. So I think they'll both be happy with that. So they can both now qualify for the Champions League as it stands. Oh, that's a sloppy pass to give away from Mkhitaryan, and Lazio will win a throw-in from it. So 5 minutes till half time at the Stadio, not Stadio, 5 minutes till half time at the San Siro. It is Inter 0, Lazio 0. And here comes Lazio on the break, actually. Gustavi Saxon finds Catalanos. It's blocked. And Saxon has a go, but it's just wide. But yeah, so 0-0 as it stands here. And to be honest with you, I think Inter have definitely, I'll probably say, being the better team. Inter definitely have had a lot more of the ball than Lazio. Lazio have just had to defend pretty much for most of the time. But I'll probably say the better side. And also, the 45th is now the 41st minute at San Siro. 40 minutes 15 on the clock at the Tardini. Cagliari have just gone 2-0 up against Venezia. That's not good for them. But I mean, from what I've seen in the Parma game, I think Parma have actually given it a really good go. But Napoli have definitely created chances. I mean, I did see Parma had a good chance that forced a really good save from Alex Merritt. But I'll tell you what, like I was saying, Parma have really given it a go. And Gustavi Saxon's in. It's Saxon! Oh, it's a great save from Sommer. And that is probably the best chance of the game. The Inter defence was caught napping. Saxon was one-on-one, but a big save from Sommer to keep Inter not just in this game, but in the title race. But maybe Inter could go 1-0 up. But it's a deflection off Romagnoli. Oh, Guendouzi wasn't looking there. They've just given it away, Lazio. Now it's with Dumfries. Hakan Çalhanoğlu on the ball for Inter. Barella. Çalhanoğlu. Oh, this is beautiful football from Inter. Oh. Nothing's given there. Rovella on the ball currently for Lazio. Maricic. Guendouzi. Nuno Tavares. Bombing forward here for Lazio. Still Tavares. And wide to Dia. Vecino. Matteo Guendouzi on the ball here for Say, I mean, like I said, Parma have really played really well against Napoli. Probably charge my phone at half time. I'm going to go shop at half time. I mean, I kind of want to have a shower. I'll probably have a shower tomorrow. It's Brighton Liverpool. That's a bit of a pointless game. He's kept it played Tavares. That's an absolutely brilliant first touch. Rovella keeps it alive. Brilliant footwork there from Rovella. Oh, that's absolutely beautiful from Nicola Rovella, by the way. That footwork was absolutely immaculate. Here's Guendouzi for Lazio. Tavares into the 44th minute. It's been quite enjoyable first half, even though it's 0-0. Bissek with a half clearance. And as far as Castellanos, but the foul is given anyway to Inter, so the goal wouldn't have counted. Here's Nicola Barella. Çalhanoğlu. 1 minute of added time at the end of the first half here at the San Siro. That cross is cleared away by Tavares. Barella finds Hakan Çalhanoğlu. Çalhanoğlu again. Bissek. Down the line to Barella. Barella looking to cross it in. Deflection off the back of Nuno Tavares. And it will be a Inter Milan corner. And there is also 1 minute of added time at the end of the first half between Parma and Napoli. So the minute is up, so I'm sure this corner will be the last action. It's swung in by Çalhanoğlu. DiMarco has a go. Oh, goal! And there it is! And Jan Bissek, right on half time, and Inter are in front. Literally right on half time. Lazio couldn't clear it away properly. The shot from Thuram was blocked, but Jan Bissek has probably a massive goal, and Inter are in front. And I have to say, they probably do deserve. As you can see there, by whoever that is, but it falls to Bissek. No one's really marking him. He takes a touch. He manages to have enough time to take a quick touch, and he just has it just shoots. He isn't really looking. He just kicks it and hopes for the best, and it goes up into the roof of the net. It just kicks it into the roof of the net. And a massive, massive goal for Inter. And of course, by the way, it is half time at the Tardini. It's 0-0 between Parma and Napoli. And that goal fought from Bissek. Inter are top of the league by 1 point. Inter on 18, Napoli on 79. Inter, as it stands, going to the final day with an advantage. And of course, Inter away to, which again, I don't think it's an easy game. And there is half time and some big, big cheers from the Inter fans. A massive goal scored by Jan Bissek. Inter Milan are 1-0 up. And that, how big could that prove to be in this title race? Inter are top of the league as it stands, but there's still another 45 minutes of this penultimate weekend left in this season. I mean, this is absolutely brilliant. Oh, who's in the chat? Oh my god, we got an Inter fan. I'm so sorry. I've literally, luckily I saw HJ's comment. Forza Inter, please, player. Big up Safet Mustafowski. Big up him. He got Inter fan in the chat. Razen says, good luck Spurs for the final. You guys are shit anyway. Yeah, I know we are terrible. Come on, you Spurs. And HJ says, hey, how are you? I'm good. But HJ, you kind of joined at the wrong time because it's half time in both games. And I'm about to go to the shop because I want to get some snacks. Because why not? I could do what I want. It's my money at the end of the day. But yeah, I'll quickly talk about the first half. Of course, I've got both games on. But Inter, like I said, probably deservedly going 1-0 up. To be honest with you, I thought Inter were the better side, but yeah, I mean, Lazio couldn't clear the ball away properly. But overall, I'll probably say Inter deserve to be winning, to be honest with you. And of course, as in the Napoli game, like I said, I actually think Parma are actually giving them a really, really good game, to be honest with you. Napoli, definitely, I mean, that chance from Anguissa, if Anguissa scored that goal, by the way, that's probably up there for goal of the season. Not because of the finish, but the skill that led up to the shot is unbelievable. But yeah, of course, by the way, I'll quickly run through the other halftime scores as well, because there are literally 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 other games happening right now. Cagliari are 2-0 up against Venezia. That's not good for Venezia. Fiorentina are 1-0 up against Bologna. Como are 1-0 up away at Hellas Verona, of course. Inter 1-0 up against Lazio. 0-0 Juventus Udinese. 0-0 Lecce Torino. Monza, who were relegated a few weeks ago, they're 1-0 up against Empoli. 0-0 Parma Napoli. And 1-1 Roma Milan. But anyway, I'll see you for the second half. So yeah, see ya. Alright, I think the mics are muted. Yeah, it is. Anyway, back for the second half. Just made it in time as well. But yeah, HJ, if you're still here, do not worry. I have returned. I'll probably have to move over here now because I need to charge my phone. Tell you what, it's actually nice outside. It's weird though because like it's like 9 o'clock now and it's light. Like what the? It's weird. Right, let me turn my data off. Also, I literally realised as well that I finished college a month today. Thank fuck. So happy college is over in a month. First year of college is done in 1 month's time. Thank God. Thank God. Right, let's put Napoli back on. Okay, second half is underway at the San Siro. A really big 45 minutes in this title race. Inter, as it stands, go into the final day with the advantage, top of the league by a point. Inter, of course, they go to Como, and Napoli are at home to Cagliari. So the second half is now underway at the Tardini Stadium. This is a massive 45 minutes. I'll keep the chat up as well. Can't believe we have an Inter fan in the chat. Big up to Safet. You are a legend. Oh, and early goal in the second half and one of the other games as Lecce in the lead against Torino. That's an absolutely massive goal as well. Ramadani has got it. That is an absolutely huge goal for Lecce. Yeah, because Lecce fighting to stay up on Parma. Jesus Christ, that's a really good chance. So let's have a look now. We look at although we're back, it's all right. So of course, looking at the table now, Lecce are 17th. They're on 31 points. They are 3 points clear of Empoli. Empoli can still mathematically catch them. Venezia 2 points behind. So that's a massive goal for Lecce. So going into the final day, the advantage is with Lecce. 3 points clear of Empoli. 2 points clear of Venezia. But I think the problem is for Lecce, I think they have to play Lazio on the last day. And obviously, I mean, Venezia have got Juventus, which is, again, is another tough game. I'm not sure who Empoli are playing. I'm not sure. Who are Empoli playing? Let me have a look. Empoli. Let's have a look. Oh, they've got Verona at home. That's probably the game you want. Empoli of 100 game. Verona at home. I'll chance it for Lazio. Dia. Oh, it's unlucky. He's still alive here, though. Tavares has a go. And it's good defending again by Inter. Guendouzi picks up the ball for Lazio. Parma have got a corner in that game. Marusic on the ball for Lazio. Comes out to his Saxon. Rovella. A goal now for Lazio will be massive as well. Oh, and there's been another goal affecting the relegation battle in Serie A. Empoli have equalised at Monza. So big goals flying in every. Lecce are winning, drawing now, but Venezia still 2-0 down at the Unipol against Cagliari. So let's see what that means for the table when it updates on FOTMob. I'm gonna try and charge my iPad. Spinners are a little frame in there. Ow! Just need the thing. There we go. The table's updated now, hopefully. Yeah, it is. So that goal for Empoli. Empoli were originally 3 points behind Lecce. That is now 2. So Venezia and Empoli are both 2 points behind with a game to go. I mean, the problem is, to be fair, both teams kind of do have an advantage. Venezia and Empoli kind of do have an advantage because they have both got a better goal difference than Lecce. Whether goal difference comes into account in relegation, I don't know. But if it does, then the goal difference advantage is with Lecce and Empoli. No, not Lecce, bloody Venezia and Empoli. And yeah, as it stands, Parma are safe. Parma are staying up at the minute. 4 points clear of relegation with a game left. This result is enough to keep Parma in Serie A for next season. So 5 minutes into the second half, it's 1-0 here at the San Siro. The goal just before halftime from Jan Bisek, climbing Inter to the top of the table by 1 point. Of course, Inter, as it stands, they can go to Como next either Sunday or Thursday and win the league. Of course, Napoli 0-0 at the minute away at Parma. Napoli at home to Cagliari on the last day of the season, and another goal has hit in the relegation battle, and Empoli have turned it around. They were 1-0 down at half-time away at Monza, and Vitti has just scored to make it 2-1 to Empoli. What a turnaround that is from Empoli. Empoli now 2-1 up against Monza. That might be enough for Empoli to take them out of the bottom three. That's a brilliant turnaround here. And Lazio making a substitution here. So there is the change. It is Gustav Isaacson who has gone off, and it is the former Chelsea man Pedro who has came on. So that is the first substitution of this game. Bisek. Mkhitaryan gives Lazio a throw in. Let's have a look now. We'll go back to the table. And Empoli haven't climbed out of the bottom three. Well, they've actually moved up a place, actually. Empoli are now 18th. They're now level on points with Lecce. Lecce are on 31 points. Empoli are on 31 points. Venezia, 2 points behind on 29. So they kind of need to turn their game around. Venezia away at Cagliari. So very interesting stuff. Of Serie A. It's really to stay up between Lecce, Empoli, and Venezia. Here's Guendouzi for Lazio. Kept in play on the far side by Tavares. Dia into Vecino. How to watch live. What do you mean? How to watch live? That makes no sense. Here's DiMarco for Inter. Gila on the ball now for Lazio. Pedro. Great ball down. Castellano still going here. Inter win it back. Clear forward properly there. And we're going to see a change here for Inter as Correa will replace Taremi. So Inter's first change of this game. So Mehdi Taremi off for Inter. And Joaquin Carrera is on for Inter. Bisek, here is Sommer. Out wide to Shelby. Sommer. Let me get the TV remote. Come on, Barcelona, win the Women's Champions League. Won the men and women win fuck all. What was I going to do behind me? I am a Spurs fan. Not been a bad start to the second half for Lazio so far. Of course, Inter have got players warming up, and that's Christian Aslani down there warming up. A few others as well. Suarez. Back it goes to Mandas. Marusic. Pedro wins a free kick. Away on Napoli. Raspadori has a chance. Oh, great save. Suzuki with a good save there for Parma. Here's Nicola Rovella for Lazio. And wide to Pedro, the substitute that replaced Isaacson. Barella has been a goal elsewhere. I'll tell you about that in a second. Kept in play by DiMarco. I'll tell you about it now, actually. But yeah, goal elsewhere, and it's came again at the Stadio Olimpico. And it's not good news for AC Milan, Fiorentina, or Bologna. Roma have retaken the lead against AC Milan. That means, as it stands, Fiorentina, Bologna's, and AC Milan's chances of Champions League football are gone. As it stands, with Roma, retaking the lead against AC Milan. So not good news there for Fiorentina and Bologna. Of course, if we check the table now, there it stands now back up to the 4th. Juventus 5th. Lazio in 6th. Empoli have now gone 3-1 up against Monza. And of course, as you can see there, Fiorentina, Bologna, Milan now out of the race for the Champions League. Hi again, you all good? I am doing great, HJ. Gila, Marusic. Oh. Still pushing for a goal in Napoli. Like I said, Parma have actually played well. They really have. They played very well, Parma. So it's at San Siro, Inter 1, Lazio 0. And of course, in the other game, half an hour left in that game as well. It is scoreless between Parma and Napoli. Bologna have just equalised now away at Fiorentina. That could change things now in what probably is in the race for what? Europa League potentially. Juventus has now just gone 1-0 up against Udinese. Big goal there for Juve. Of course, hopefully that thing will change in a second. Bastoni. DiMarco cleared forward, or tried to be cleared forward by Bastoni, but Bastoni's want to throw him from it anyway. But yes, here we go. Oh, Nico Gonzalez scoring for Juve. Let's have a look at the table now. So that does change things slightly. And it was Delinga scoring for Bologna. So that does change things slightly now, because Roma were originally 4th. Juventus has now gone back up to 4th after that goal now. Roma drop into 5th, Lazio 6th, Bologna in 8th, AC Milan 9th. So as it stands, it's either one of Juve, Roma or Lazio will be in the Champions League. And of course, Bologna, Fiorentina and AC Milan can't get Champions League, but they can, all 3 of them. Well, actually, no. Well, the only team that can get at least Europa League is Bologna. Fiorentina and Milan can't get Europe in general, because I think it's only the top 6 teams that get Europe. Because obviously Inter, Napoli and Atalanta are in Champions League, and obviously one of Juve, Roma or Lazio will take 4th. So the last Champions League spot, 5th is Europa League, and 6th is bloody Conference League. Is that how else the year? But let me check the year before, because I know last year Serie A had, I think, 23. Parma have made a change. Here we go, 22-23. Oh no, what? Maybe it is fifth and what? Maybe seventh does get you thing then. Maybe fifth and sixth is Europa League and seventh is Conference League. Let me check the year before table. 21-22. Was that the same as well? Go down. Yeah, it is. Or maybe it is that then. Maybe seventh does get Conference League. Oh, I don't know how it works. Oh, Lazio have just made this change. I'll go back in a second after this corner because Lazio do have a corner at the minute as we speak, as we approach the last 25 minutes. It's on a bad delivery either. Gilo was rising and can't direct it on target. So it'll be a goal kick for Inter. Who came on just then? Who came on just then? Who came on just then? Who's that? Oh, Haisha. Oh, Tavares came off. But yeah, so Tavares for Haisha for Lazio. That's their second change of this game. Definitely been a much improved second half by Lazio so far, but Inter have just won the ball back. Correa doing really well to skip past Ravella, but just can't find that pass out wide to Dumfries. And Bisek's headers pass for a Lazio throw in. 25 minutes left as well in Parma, 0-0 in that game, of course, just to keep you up to date on the scores. Of course, Cagliari 2-0 up at home against Venezia. 1-0 Fiorentina Bologna. Como winning 1-0 away at Hellas Verona. Inter obviously 1-0 up in this game against Lazio. Juventus are 1-0 up at home against Udinese. Lecce 1-0 up against Torino. Empoli are 3-1 up away at Monza. Of course, in the Napoli game, it's 0-0. And of course, Roma leading 2-1 at home against AC Milan at the Stadio Olimpico. Ravella goes down and a free kick is awarded to Lazio. I think we might be seeing a change from Inter in a moment. Of course, a big few weeks upcoming for Inter. And yeah, we are actually going to see a change. But it's for someone else. It's Federico Di Marco departures. And it is going to be Carlos Augusto, who is coming on for Inter. But like I was saying, a big few weeks it is for Inter. Of course, looking to finish off the season and reclaim the Scudetto. And of course, not the Saturday coming. The following Saturday, the 31st of May, Inter travel to Munich to face PSG in the Champions League final. Inter looking to win their first European Cup in 15 years. Which would be crazy. I think they've got a really good chance, Inter, but they're playing with unbelievable PSG side. And that free kick is straight into the hands of Jan Sommer. I mean, he was absolutely brilliant in that second leg, by the way, Jan Sommer against Barcelona. Absolutely. I mean, he literally turned into bloody Buffon. All a goal's been scored at the Artemio Franchi as Fiorentina have now gone 2-1 up against Bologna. Big goal there. So just checking the table now. Fiorentina up to 7th. They still have a chance of getting Conference League at best. So, yeah. And a few made by Conte's side now. I think Billy Gilmore's just gone off. Philip Billings came on. Any Bournemouth fans here? Oh, Verona equalised against Como. But yeah, so Billing and David Neres have just came on for Napoli. I know Gilmore's gone off. I'm not sure who else went off. From Lazio, had a great chance a minute ago, but wasn't really watching. Lazovic with the equaliser for Hellas Verona at home to Como. 20 minutes left of this penultimate match week in Serie A. Inter are winning against Lazio. Napoli are drawing away at Parma. Of course, going into the last day, which is either next Thursday or Sunday, yet to be confirmed. Inter are in pole position. They are 1 point clear of Napoli. So Inter, they just need to win away at Como, and the title is theirs. But any slip-ups from Inter gives the chance for Napoli at home to Cagliari to win the title. Oh, and that is just for Venezia made things a lot worse. I think there's no chance they're coming back now. 3-0 now to Cagliari against Venezia. So surely that is game, set, match, and Venezia will need to win at home against Juventus next week. Bastoni struggling to clear it here. Not the best flick on. Rovella. Guendouzi. What's it on chance here for Lazio? Vecino. And it's in! But no, the flag is up. It's offside. Pedro immediately waves his finger. He disagrees. I mean, by the way, at the same time that Lazio has scored, Parma have just had, Napoli nearly scored, and Suzuki's just pulled off an absolutely unreal save to keep Parma in the tie. But let's have a look. Is Pedro offside? Where is he? Oh no, is it him? Wait. I'm confused. Let me watch that again. I got confused. Stop. Let's have a look. So Bastoni doesn't clear it properly. Poor there from Bissek. I think it's him in the middle. Oh, what's this telly doing? Oh, it's Diaz, is it? What? That's off. That's on, isn't it? Oh, it is VAR. I think that's on, you know. Because it comes off an interplayer, so surely it's onside. I think they're going to give this. Unless I've, misunderstood something. And yes, Lazio have scored. The goal's been given. And Pedro with a massive goal for Lazio. And that will bring absolute delirium in the Napoli game, sorry. Pedro equalises for Lazio. and it's the right decision. It's a great finish from Pedro, and to be honest, I do think Lazio deserve it. I think they've been really good second half. It's Vecino that were really deserve. He just managed. He sees pressure there, plays it back just in time. Lazio level at the San Siro. And I can hear in my ear, I can hear celebrations in the Napoli away end. I just had a big, yeah. I just had a big cheer in the Napoli away end. And maybe Adam Summerton might say in a minute. I'm just going to wait. Yeah, the Napoli fans have found out, I think. They're all of a sudden jumping up and down. And of course, that goal from Pedro, Napoli now going back to the top, and we're back where we started at the start of play. Napoli on 79, Inter on 78. That goal is absolutely massive. This is a huge 15 minutes. Romagnoli picks it up for Lazio. And it's class for Lazio. I mean, that's a big goal for Lazio as well in the race for the Champions League. I mean, if Lazio win next week, Roma and Juventus drop points. Well, if Lazio win next week, Roma and Juve lose. Lazio in Champions League. Romagnoli picks it up for Lazio. Vecino, sorry. Vecino, oh, it's too much there to find Buladia and me a goal. It'll be a goal kick for Inter, which is taken by Sommer. Here's Bissek. Bastoni. So as it stands, both Inter and Napoli dropping points going into the final day of Serie A. Of course, like I've said many times, Inter, they go to Como on the last day. Napoli are at home to Cagliari. I think on paper, you'd definitely say Inter have got the harder fixture. Como have recently been really, really good. I mean, I know they are drawing 1-0 to Verona at the minute, but still. Free kick is given to Inter just outside the penalty box. It's a poor tackle there by Romagnoli on Marcus Thuram. 12 minutes ago, can Inter retake the lead and take top spots back off Napoli? They are struggling to create chances, Napoli, and like I said, Parma have played really, really well in that game. big moment in this game. Can Inter retake the lead with 12 minutes to go? In goes the free kick towards the back for Dumfries. Yes, they can! And Denzel Dumfries fires into Milan, back into the lead. That is a huge goal. A huge, huge goal. Denzel Dumfries. Inter back in front, and Inter are back to the top of Serie A. And Riccardo Orsolini's just equalised for Bologna as well. That is a massive goal. It's another goal from a set piece. It's a great ball into the box from Çalhanoğlu. And Dumfries was there. Brilliant goal. Brilliant header. No one was really marking him. Brilliant header. Massive goal to Inter. A hard watch there for Lautaro Martinez, who is injured tonight. I mean, the question is, will he be back for that Champions League final where Inter take on PSG? And now the advantage is back with Inter going into the final day. Inter, if it stays how it is now, if Inter go to Como and win, title goes to Inter. Here's Mkhitaryan. Barella. Mkhitaryan, they could potentially get a third here. And it's really good defending there by Lazio. Big goal as well for Lazio to concede as well in the race for the Champions League. Dumfries could get a second here. Oh my God, I thought he did for about a millisecond, but it's the side netting. Tell you what, Denzel Dumfries recently has been absolutely brilliant. Oh, it's a corner as well. But, I mean, like I said, Dumfries was brilliant over two legs against Barcelona, and he's scored a massive goal. And the goal potentially that could go on to win into the league if it stays how it is and they get the job done at Como. Anyway, in goes the corner. Headed away. Barella headed back to Mkhitaryan. Someone has gone down here. Oh dear. Oh, that does not look good. And immediately, medical teams immediately being urged over. I mean, Pedro is back up on his feet. That did not look good. What a stadium. Look at that. Look at that. And a goal scored at the Artemio Franchi. Moise Kean has made it 3-2 to Fiorentina against Bologna. 6 minutes left at San Siro. A massive 3 points as it stands for Inter. Napoli dropping points as it stands away at Parma. I think I think Napoli are making some changes now, but so are Parma. Parma are safe as it stands. They will not be getting relegated. Here come Lazio. But yeah, I think Giovanni Simeone. I don't know. But he didn't start Simeone. 5 minutes to go. Inter Milan 2. Lazio 1 at San Siro. I mean, what a night of football this has been. But it's Boni, Pellegrino and Valeri, probably the 3 best players for Parma, who have all gone off. And it is on I can't pronounce that. Juric and Lovic, who are coming on for Parma. Here's Pedro. Puts it into the box on the bad first turn. Oh! Big appeals for handball. Referee waves away the appeals from the Lazio players. They're still appealing for it. Or will the ref has stopped play? No. That's no. Yeah, quick check. Completed very quickly. So yeah, the changes have now been made for Napoli. Spinazzola has gone off. Wait, who came off for Spinazzola? Oh, Sotiles came on from AC Milan. No, that's not a penalty. Is that? No. Are they checking it? They are checking it, actually. A possible penalty for Lazio. This could be interesting. I don't think this is a penalty. Nah. No, it's not a pen for me. I was Mazzotti, who replaced Spinazzola. And yeah, the referee is going to the monitor. This could be very, very interesting. Red cards are being shown on the touchline. Roma have just made it 3-1 now against AC Milan. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. And I think Marco Baroni has been sent off. Marco Baroni has been sent off. I think Inzaghi's off as well. Or has he? But yeah, Baroni has been sent off. This is a massive moment. He's gave it. Lazio penalty. I mean, I'm not sure really, because Inzaghi is absolutely fuming. Juventus have now gone 2-0 up against Udinese. But his arm, it's here, but then it's I don't know, because your arms, it's in this shape. I don't know. I'm a bit 50-50 on that. But this is an absolutely massive moment. It is the 88th minute, approaching the 89th minute. Can Jan Sommer produce a moment of heroics, or can Pedro equalise for Lazio and send Napoli top of the table with one game left? This is a massive moment in the title race. This is massive. It's Pedro against Jan Sommer. Pedro scores! Squeezes it past Sommer. And that is an absolutely massive, massive goal. Pedro Rodriguez, the former Chelsea man, he's came off the bench and he has scored both of Lazio's goals. A massive goal in Lazio's push for the Champions League. But yeah, Lazio level, a big controversy, obviously. I'm a bit 50-50 on it. And the news has also gone to Napoli as well. It's gone through to Conte. It's gone through to the fans. Napoli have found out Lazio has scored. Triple change here as well for Inter. Bastoni, some of the players have gone off. Arnautovic, Zinski, and Zalewski are on. Let me just find out who's gone off. Bastoni, Alanoglu, and Mkhitaryan are on. What's happened here? 7 minutes of added time, by the way, in the Parma game. 7 minutes as well. This game. Don't know what's happened in the Napoli game, but someone's been sent off. I think Conte's been sent off here. And yeah, he is. Antonio Conte's been sent off, and Inter on the counter attack, and they've won the corner. But yeah, look at Christian Stellini getting there as well. Kiwi's been sent off, whoever that is. Kiwi's been sent off as well. Conte's been sent off as well for Napoli. He will miss the last game against Cagliari. I mean, talk about drama. Fucking hell. I know, HJ, this is as tough as you can get. Yeah, both managers have been sent off. Chivi's been sent off for Parma. Conte's been sent off for Napoli. Oh my god, this is bloody brilliant stuff. And just an update on the table as well. Going into the final day, Napoli are top on 79 points. Inter are 78. Napoli, Thursday or Sunday, are at home to Cagliari. Inter are away to Como. Inter are on the attack as I speak. Zalewski puts it into the box, but it's straight at Mandas. Oh, Romani's gone down for Napoli. Inter on the break again here. Crossed into his start. Oh, it's a charm! No! No! Oh, Arnautovic. He had to score. It was a golden opportunity. Oh my god, imagine Lazio score now. Maybe not. Oh my god, this is incredible. Oh, it's a free kick. They're giving the ball away. Lazio, they're just giving a free kick away. Roma have beaten AC Milan. That's full time. AC Milan can now. AC Milan have missed out on Europe. That is absolutely crazy. AC Milan will not be in Europe next season. That's absolutely mind-blowing. Lecce have beaten Torino. That's a massive, massive 3 points for Lecce going into the final day. They are 17th place. Empoli 18th. Empoli at 18th. Empoli have now won against Monza. So Lecce in 17th on 31 points. Empoli in 18th, who are in the relegation zone. They're on 31 points as well. So, I mean, that's going to be crazy. I mean, Venezia as well. I mean, Venezia can still stay up, but they're 2 points behind. And Venezia have to play Juventus as well. So, Venezia, I mean, their game's finished. Venezia have lost 3-0 against Cagliari. Venezia have to beat Juventus on the final day, which is absolutely mind-blowing. I mean, Lecce, they need to win as well, but that's not an easy game. Empoli, like I said, I think I've got the easiest game against Verona. But, oh, mate, oh, my, this is absolutely bonkers. Absolutely incredible. Champions League as well. Juve have won. Juve have won. So they're fourth. They're 1 point clear of Roma, 2 clear of Lazio. Juventus win at Venezia. Juventus are in the Champions League. Roma, if they win their game, Juventus drop points. Roma are in there. Just drop points. Lazio win their game. Lazio are in there. I mean, Fiorentina, they can get into the Conference League. So Fiorentina and Bologna, the only chance of Europe they're getting is Conference League. They can't get Europa League. And of course, for Milan, for AC Milan, oh my God, Napoli are on the counter-attack here. Neres. Penalty! Oh my God! Oh my God! Napoli have got a pen! Oh my God, talk about drama. Talk about drama. Oh my God. Now, oh my God, Inter in as well. Inter have got a corner. Oh my God, this is absolutely incredible, Jeff. Oh, actually, I don't know. I don't think that's a pen. Neres is... No, that's not a penalty. That is not a penalty. Neres is dived. That's not a penalty. That's not a pen. Come on. You can't be getting... Mate, literally dived. Neres has literally dived. I don't think that's a pen. Anyway, 7 minutes are up. In goes the corner for Inter. Zielinski, sorry. Is there one last chance here for Inter? Can they do something? Oh, they can! Oh my God, it's offside. It's offside. It's offside. Oh my bloody God. Inter has scored offside. VAR at Parma. VAR at Parma for a potential penalty for Napoli. Let's see if this is offside. Yeah, I think it's going to be offside. I don't think I was going to count. I mean, VAR are checking this penalty for Napoli. VAR as well here at San Siro. There's VAR at both games. Let's have a look. Is it offside? I don't know. But it's been shown one replay. How's it taking this long to check up, mate? David Neres has dived. That is not a pen. Yeah. And the goal from Arnautovic does not stand. Offside is the call. We're into the pretty much the 9th minute of stoppage time. And now Lazio are in. And the referee in the Parma game is going to the monitor. Just think about it now, by the way. although let's not jinx anything because Inter are on the counter-attack. Carrera is on the ball. 99th minute. Barella cuts inside. It's a chance. Oh, it's just gone wide. Referee in the Parma game's ordering the players to move away from the monitor. Inter nearly just won the game there. There was a Cherby as well with this shot. It was actually a bad attempt as well by a Cherby. Look at that. The Inter players dropping to their knees on the bench. Still play goes on at San Siro. I don't think that's a penalty, by the way. Here we go. The referee is... Oh my God! Oh, wait. Oh, no, he hasn't. The referee's giving a free kick to Parma. And I tell you what, fair play. Fair play. That's a correct decision by the referee. It was never a penalty. Neres clearly dived. Referee gives a free kick to Parma, and that is full time at San Siro. What an absolutely end to the game that was. Inter, I mean, gave it their all, but that man on picture, Pedro Rodriguez, off the bench, scoring both goals for Lazio. Inter, so close to a massive win. But the penalty given, a moment of controversy, wasn't a pen, should have been given. I don't know. I'm a bit 50-50 on it. DiMarco is currently speaking to the referee about that penalty decision. But Inter have dropped points. They were so close to getting the win and going top of the table. But isn't to be for Inter. And of course, full time in the end at San Siro. Inter Milan 2, Lazio 2. Inter are second. I mean, they could go top, depending if Parma score a late goal now, because that game is still in play. But yeah, so Inter, as it stands, if the Napoli game stays how it is, so if it stays how it is now, Napoli will just need to beat Cagliari, and the title is theirs. Any slip-ups from Napoli against Cagliari gives Inter the chance to take the title at Como. Billing on the ball for Napoli. Parma win it back. Free kick is given to Parma. Wait. Here we are. We've got Napoli on the TV now. Oh, that's why I love Serie A. This is why we love Italian football. It's fucking unreal. And that is full time in the Napoli game. It ends Parma 0, Napoli 0. There is a bit of separation on the Napoli bench. I mean, they have probably found out the Inter score. I mean, Conte, I think, was getting updates on how Inter were getting on. And you can see that there is a few of this. There's a few hugs. You can see that there's a few celebrations as well. They're jumping up and down in that away end. Napoli fans jumping up and down in that away end. And mate, I mean, look at Conte. Conte celebrating. Conte is celebrating. I mean, bloody hell. Napoli have the chance. They are in pole position, Napoli, to win the league. If Napoli win at home against Cagliari next week, Napoli will win Serie A. If Napoli win next week, the league is theirs. But any slip-ups from Napoli at home to Cagliari gives Inter the chance away at Como to win the league. Absolutely crazy stuff, I have to say. And of course, we'll quickly run through all the other results elsewhere tonight. Cagliari winning 3-0 against Venezia. Fiorentina won 3-2 against Bologna. 1-1 between Hellas Verona. Obviously 2-2 Inter Lazio. 2-0 Juventus against Udinese. 1-0 Lecce against Torino. 3-1 Empoli away at Monza. 0-0 Parma Napoli. And 3-1 to Roma against AC Milan. So this is how Serie A is looking going into the final game of the season. And what a final day we have got in Serie A. The title race is going down to the final day between Napoli and Inter. Napoli, if they beat Cagliari at home, they've won the league. Any slip-ups gives Inter the chance at Como. Of course, Atalanta have already confirmed Champions League. And then it's a three-horse race between Juve, Roma, and Lazio for the Champions League. Juventus win at Venezia. Juventus win the Champions League. Any slip-ups from Juve gives Roma the chance. And any slip-ups from both Roma and Juventus gives Lazio a chance as well. Fiorentina, they can get Conference League if they win and Lazio slip up. Bologna can also get Conference League if Lazio and Fiorentina slip up. But for AC Milan, they're on 60 points. They cannot get Europe, which is mind-blowing. AC Milan have missed out on the European football, I think. That's absolutely crazy stuff. And of course, down at the bottom, Monza were relegated weeks ago. Venezia can stay up, but they need us, and they need Empoli and Lecce to both lose. If that happens, Venezia is safe. Empoli need to win, and Empoli need to win and need Lecce to slip up. For Lecce to stay up, they need to win, and they just need to win, really. If Lecce win, they're safe. I think for now what needs to happen. But anyway, what a night of football. That was fucking unbelievable. I mean, people say, oh, Serie A's this, Serie A's that. Napoli are shit. Can't even score a fucking goal. To be fair, I thought Parma played really well. And Parma are safe. Parma are safe now, so well done to them. But I thought Parma played really well tonight. Anyway, I'm going to end stream now. And yeah, I'm going to try and do a watch. Fingers crossed, Serie A put the final down on Thursday because the Premier League final day is next Sunday. And Serie A could potentially be on the day. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching.